Okay, so yeah, I've been wanting to do this AMA for a couple days now. I wanted Lazo and Hash to be here, but they could not, so that's fine. I'm gonna have to do it alone. I'm just kidding, I have all of you. Alright, so I guess I can first introduce myself. Hi, I'm CryPTODAD. Kind of told you my name already in announcements if you didn't read that, but my name's Alex. Alexander Campos, to be exact. Um, let's see, I like long walks in the park, and I love to trade crypto. And then from there, I kind of started with CryptoKitties, got involved with CryptoKitties, and I actually have CryptoKitties still on one of my computers that I have not even looked into yet. So that's fun. And yeah, so I've been taking crypto and NFT seriously for a year now, and got me to this point of becoming GBC's founder. Um, so yeah, I'm excited and nervous. This would be my first time running a community as a founder, like this. I've done other stuff with entrepreneurial stuff, like with owning my own businesses and but made a lot of money in that and switched over to or not switched over to NFT, switched over to crypto to get out of that and didn't look back. So now for the to do. Um, does anyone have any questions for me? Kind of like uh, about me or whatever. You probably don't. You probably want me to get down to business, but just if there's any questions. Okay. All right. So, roadmap. I wanted to bring up alpha to omega and what that means. So, um, originally our roadmap was alpha 1.0, and we that was the original, owners' ideas of starting a community that, talked about crypto, NFTs, insights on all of that. Um, and we took that and we kind of ran with it. We created a kick-ass community that, believes in financial freedom, and that is kind of what we're doing, but we're evolving that. And I think a lot of members have seen, the Twitter post about, evolving from alpha to omega. And what that means is just, how the brain evolves, we're going to evolve with it. And in order for us to be the brains of the metaverse, we kind of have to look different from everybody else. So everybody's doing alpha communities, everybody's doing, whatever, this with alpha, whatever. But, we don't want to look like everybody else. We're not doing what everybody else is doing. Our utility is a lot more advanced with our knowledge and all of that. So there was one day, I think I was talking to Lazo, and we were having like a rebrand meeting and stuff like that, talk about what we could do to, kind of bring new eyes to GBC. And I believe it was Beezy who said something about rebranding. So I was like, you know what? What if we came up with something where it was like alpha to delta, something random like that. And then we started to talk more, and then I looked into it and I started thinking about the Greek alphabet, and then I thought about, kind of like sororities in a way, how, clubs they have these different names and stuff. And then I thought, okay, well, what if we kind of did the same thing, but instead of, just changing our names, we would have set goals in each roadmap. So each roadmap would be, alpha 1.0, which let me pull that up right now. So Alpha 1.0 is a 2K sellout. We started our YouTube channel, connection with like-minded individuals, premium educational content, Ether contests plus giveaways each week, project partnerships. That's when we started them. So that was Alpha 1.0. So like I said, each roadmap will have sets of goals that we will have to accomplish before moving on to another roadmap. So right now we are in roadmap Delta 2.0. And what that means is we started the community wallet. We started a voting system. God damn it, I forgot to turn this down. We started, well, no, we did not start Twitch and YouTube live streams. So we're missing Twitch and YouTube live streams. We have to start a merchandise, like clothing line basically, and that is what I talked to the staff about, and we decided that we want to do staff first, then the community members. So everybody, we'll see if it all works out with our staff, so it's not crazy if, something bad happens with the rest of the members. And then podcasts plus AMAs with influencers, with the founder, other projects. So in Delta 2.0, with the podcasts and AMAs, uh, we have started with the founders, and we have started with other projects. We did not start with a good project, but we did kind of start with, going towards that goal. We have other projects that we are going to be working with. So we have Immutable Kongs. We have Meta Union that Humble is working on right now. We have, let's see, I've been talking to a few other big projects, but I don't want to say their names yet because we haven't really like for sure on that. So we do have some projects we are starting to work with at the beginning of the year. Boodles cannot do it anymore, so that's why I did not mention Boodles. So we'll be working on other projects and kind of filling up our list for that. And then influencers. We had an influencer vote in our Delta voting, and we chose, I believe it was Dolo NFT. And Dolo, I've been trying to get in contact with him multiple times. I haven't gotten a message back. I did message the second most voted for person, and that was Keith Berry, and I have gotten in contact with him. So I believe that, eventually when we start getting our revenue up and everything, we can do that influencer AMA. I do have to state that we were left with nothing money wise. And that's why we have to pay, we're paying that little bit just to be able to get everything, transferred. So we could say, so we could keep GBC going. So we don't have anything. And my first concern has been activity in the server, but also getting revenue for the community. And going back to Delta 2.0, our goal in order to move on to KAPPA 3.0 is to have a mint, or to be above our mint price of 0.07. So in Delta 2.0, this was kind of like this is just I think some of you have seen it in our roadmap channel in our Discord. I recently have deleted it, but because we're working on it a little more, but we are going to be adding things to our Delta 2.0 to get that revenue going. So one thing, and I think Pickle's here too, if we want to talk about that, is the investment group. And Glenn made a vote, or Glenn, we made a vote with Glenn's post about having an investment group. And Pickle brought up a really great idea about like basically buying a bunch of GPU, or not, yeah, basically graphics cards, and starting something where we send it out to members and maybe start something with mining. And then we talked about it a little more, and then I came up with something like maybe we can have one set person like Hash, since he has his whole setup and everything. We can create a GBC mining rig, or depending on if how hard it is, if we can separate everybody's money or whatever, or we would create different individual GBC mining rigs for those who invest into the investment group, or those who invest into this what we're wanting to do. So this would generate passive income. And I recently I think I've talked about it in Delta a little bit yesterday, where I was kind of getting into mining a little more. I will be building my own personal mining rig soon. That's why I want to get, I need to have Hash help me on that, but that will help kind of revenue in a way to where we can, maybe see something, I can kind of help build the community wallet a little bit. Um, but right now, that's kind of what we're working towards in Delta, is to gain that revenue, and so we're adding options in order to do that. Um, and Pickle, I don't know if you're busy right now, but do you want to kind of talk about your idea a little bit about the mining and kind of what that would look like, maybe? Because we did talk about it a little bit, but I wanted to talk with more people and kind of get a sense of how that would maybe look. I don't know if you're able to talk, but
Maybe.
Solid
may
pilot.
maybe. No, but
Sorry, it's on work right now. I was listening. I had to get to a spot where I can jump out, but um, we'll have to make another call when I'm at home.
no, no worries. Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
that's just kind of the basis. Kind of we're thinking about making new, or getting more revenue for GBC. So that's gonna look like personal mining rigs, or just one GBC mining rig. Where at first maybe we could do something where, people invest into it, into a graphics card. It's connected to one system. Then they get the earnings from that, that system, plus pay a monthly fee to like keep running, because obviously everything costs electricity. And then maybe we can even do a something where they like a portion, like a percentage of that goes from their graphics card, goes into the community wallet. So it's also generating them money, but also generating the community wallet, which also will generate them money if they're holders. Um so yeah, that's kind of what Delta 2.0 is. um and test tubes, that's another thing. So another reason kind of why I deleted the roadmap idea in the channel was because we are thinking, if we're able to, we're thinking of moving our test tube airdrop to Delta 2.0. And the only problem is the smart contract costs money. So the artist who is developing or designing these test tubes, and I posted in the big announcement, I posted an example. He was the artist for Lion Leprechauns, or yeah, Lion Leprechauns, but he had no affiliation with the person who rug pulled. He was promised money, he never got that money, so he lost work from that. So I thought of a great idea of, hiring him. I loved his work, and I think he would spruce up GBC's art a lot more. Um, he brought something to my attention, and he said, because he has a project coming out with his team, and he asked me if it would be possible if our community can help him, build his community, all of this, just basically what we do. And I talked to him, and I basically was like, we would love to. Is there any way that we could maybe talk about, you guys doing our art in exchange for that? So that's another thing why the activity in the server is going to be super important, because the activity is what's gonna give us, these new like banners, this new roadmap design, like, graphics, all of this. Test tube art is important. That is why, I am like so strongly about like activity right now, is because if we're able to get this art for free just by using, our community, that would be huge, and that would bring so much more revenue to GBC, because people would look at us, be like, oh shoot, oh shit, they're like they're rebranding, they have new things, they have this. People are going to be more likely to, want to buy on OpenSea and stuff. And then, so that's kind of what we're looking towards, in Delta 2.0. Our goal, like I said, is, to be above our floor price by the end of spring. So that's going to look like hopefully May going into June. Wait, January, February, March, April, May, June. Yeah, yeah, something like that. So, um, So if we can do this all, if we can get all of this done by May, because one day in crypto and NFTs is like a year, or a week or whatever. So we can get stuff done in these amounts of months. I can see GBC heading for summer like I can just see GBC becoming one of the top 10 projects in next 2023. Especially if we can get all this done, then by summer we can get to KAPPA 3.0. That would mean the start of another collection, which would be the start of a female brainers. That would be the idea of it. That's when we would reopen our mint. So if we're able to get to KAPPA 3.0, we would reopen our mint by summer. And this is something that I looked at other projects as well, is during the summer, projects that started their mint sold out like it was nothing. So much revenue was during the summer. And then once it got to September, October, that's when that's kind of when we started our mint, and people, didn't want to buy. There was less revenue. I mean, crypto was going down. It was just crazy. So if we can get our mint to, reopen by summer, sold out easy. More revenue for us to, kind of, relax during the fall and winter, because obviously people are going to be going out and traveling and all of this other stuff. And then that brings more revenue for everybody for Christmas, all the presents, all of that. So, and then in KAPPA 3.0, another thing we want to bring instead of the test tube airdrops, because we want to do that in 2.0, is we want to start the finding hash game. And so what that means is the finding hash game is a game where me and Seabear kind of thought about this idea, but it was just funny because hash was gone for like a month, and we were thinking about, like, just dumb shit like where's hash at, type of thing. And then I think me and Seabear were just talking about like how are we gonna find him. And then I said something along the lines like, that would be a really fun game idea. And then we came up with the concept of finding hash, where you become you become the code. So you're the miner. You're the miner. You're going through all this code and all of this other stuff, and you're trying to find hash. You're trying to find the hash and, get what, the rewards from it. And so this would be a play to earn game. And we don't know where, how we're going to develop it yet. This is still a concept, all of this other stuff, but this is going to happen. I think it's a really great idea. This year is play to earn games. Like, gaming crypto is out of this world right now. This is what's going to make 2022 like profitable, with NFTs as well. So if we're able to combine that, NFTs and crypto gaming, then we're golden. And then 2023 comes out, we're ready for whatever's, popular. So that's going to be for 3.0. So during the summer, that's when we'll start developing it and all of that. And so hopefully, I have no idea how long it's going to take for us to start that and develop it. But I mean, I would hope by 2023, then we can release it. And then the start of the year, everybody has a game to play or something like that. Or hopefully sooner, depending on how easy it is to develop it. Then in 3.0, we have heavy marketing. So that is when we will do heavy marketing for our mint. That kind of coincides together. So it's going to be when we reopen the mint, whatever profit or revenue is coming from that, from my 60. So because we're going to do the 60 and then the 40. So the 40 will go to the community wallet. So whatever comes to me, I will be putting at least 20% more into the community wallet in order for us to sell out, basically. And depending on whatever costs at that time, it's going to whatever, but I will be adding more into the community wallet for us to be able to spend more marketing. I have on this list a Times Square billboard. I'm not sure if that's really going to do anything.
No.
Exactly.
No that, no BitBoy videos.
No Bitboy videos. Um, No, we'll find some like marketing strategies that work. Furco has, he has his team and everything. That's why he's our marketing leader. So we will go through him in order to figure out marketing. But that's kind of the idea. That's how much we're willing to spend. How much ever a billboard costs. That's how much we're willing to spend to sell out. Okay. Then, so our 4.0 fee. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Sometimes I can pronounce things wrong. Okay. So that is when we will donate the 10 ether to Alzheimer's patients. It's originally in the original 1.0, 2.0 roadmap from the original owners. That we're going to keep that. By the time that we do this, ether most likely is going to be high up in price. So, we're okay with that. I am totally okay with donating 10 ether, and knowing that it's going to be a lot more. We'll probably have to research heavily on like what organizations do take ether payments, if we can do that. Or, I thought about this other idea, and me and Hash have also talked about it, where in the US, GBC isn't licensed. It's not a business technically, whatever. It's not, whatever. So, I'm thinking of opening up an LLC so that any taxes, all of that, we can go through the business, obviously, so it's not killing, me, whatever, all of that. So, um, that's another thing that we will be looking into. So I'm not sure if fiat, if we can do 10 ether in fiat and then whatever the case, but that's kind of the idea. And then from 3.0, where I said we start the start of the female brainers. So that is kind of where we'll start the idea. We'll start, the art for it, try and get it, ready. And then in Fee 4.0, that is when we will officiate it into the blockchain and then start the collection. So that, I might have, it would be fun to have one of the I don't know if this is going to be a whole nother. No, this will be all connected to us. Yeah, just like how Angry Boars did their meerkats and all of that. Um, so yeah, so that's when we'll start the female brainer collection. And what that will do is, so you'll have your male brainers, you'll have your test tubes, then you'll have your female brainers, depending on if you want to, buy into this collection. With all of that, you will be able to create a baby brainer. Now, I have not thought of any ideas of what to do with this baby brainer. I thought maybe something where it could tie into our game, the finding hash game, but then I was like, that's not going to make sense. So the baby brainers have nothing, it's just a collection, but I want to create some sort of utility or something that will, make them more exciting. So the start of a possible token may be an ICO. Okay. This is huge. This one would be a huge one. We would have a brainer token. It would be like brain token, something like that, right? So, blinking. Hash is starting his IDO. And I'm not going to say any information except for it's going to happen soon. And he's going to know a lot more about how to start something like this. So, this is going to be a very possible thing for GBC, and I want it to happen for GBC. I know the past owners might have been a little weary towards starting a token or whatever, ICO. And I'm not scared of SEC. I'm not scared of I've seen people do it. I know it's possible. By that time, we'll have a shitload of money that we can really, buy the things that we want to. So a start of a token ICO, very, very possible. It's like a nail on the coffin. So I think I think whoever, kind of wants to be involved with that can, we can, even start talking about it now. I like to plan ahead, or I like to plan before. I like to plan. That's just how I am. So if I'm talking about things in the future, it's because I'm getting ready for the future. I want something to happen in the future. I'm going to plan now. So whoever, wants to be involved in, maybe looking into things of how to start, how much the costs are going to be, I'm obviously going to talk to Hash. Hash is going to be involved 100%. And then staking. You already know we're going to stake. So that's that's so possible with an ICO or IDO, whatever we want to do. We might go towards an IDO, to be honest. Um, and then Omega 5.0. So this is the big one. This is like Bored Ape Yacht Club. All right. This is the status. This is gonna show. We're gonna have events. All right. I live in California. I am already talking to, upcoming rappers like my friend. I think I've mentioned this a long time ago, where my friend had a show, and the guy who runs the social media is like all whatever, the manager, community manager for Rarible, one of the second most used marketplace for NFTs. Is like, loved his music, and like, and he kind of told this guy about me. So I am working towards getting us, out into the public eye with, these bigger, bigger names. I want us to get, into like these little shows and stuff like that. Have rappers wear our merch. That's easy publicity right there. And my friend is, he has shows all the time. He just did one at a milk room, which, oh, that's another thing. Good to know. Good that I mentioned that. Milk Room is a merchandise store. But they also do shows for, rappers, artists, whatever. And he even said that he could talk to them about doing our merch. So if there's something, if they're like, and they love him, so if there's something I can do where I can talk to them about maybe partnering up with GBC, I think we can get some sick ass merch. And we can start that. That's, we have merchandise start in Delta 2.0, so this is like perfect. Um, so yeah, like events and public outings, that's gonna happen no matter fucking what. I want to see all of you guys. I want to meet all of you guys. Um, you know, we're gonna have. I want to have so much fun. That's just like, if we're at 5.0, this, it's, I won't, we're all gonna be, we're gonna have some money by then, and that's just by selling our GBCs. So, by the way, nobody's allowed to sell their GBCs for under 1 Ether. Love you guys. And if you do, that's fine. Just know that you will be the reason I cry at night. Next on 5.0, we have 5 Ether Brainer giveaway. Woo! Okay, that was weird. 5 Ether Brainer giveaway. Do you understand how much that is? That's 5 Ether. 5 Ether right now is 15,000, okay? That's doesn't seem like a lot, right? But let's talk about when we're in 5.0 and Ethereum is 10K. So 5 Ether may look like, I'm not going to go high numbers, but I want to say about like 30 to 50K. So 5 Ether Brainer giveaway. And I have no idea how I'm going to do the giveaway. It's either going to be 1 Ether each or like a half Ether each. I have no idea yet. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. And you never know. It could add on from there. I could add another Ether from my own pocket. From my own 60%, I could add 2 Ether. Or if I'm feeling generous, I might add 2.5. You never know. And then, so this is on the Omega 5.0 after the 5 Ether Brainer giveaway. This is when we would create the baby brainer collection. So it'd be brainer, female brainer, and test tube will be used to create baby brainers. I'm thinking, now that I'm like thinking ideas, with the test tubes, we have a gold and a regular test tube. Eventually, we're going to have a diamond test tube. That's still in the works, especially for Hash because he deserves it. And I'm thinking, I mean, we could have a finding hash game, but if we developed maybe a brainer game, because like finding hash is fun. Like yeah, this will be our game, you know, kind of our play to earn game to get our feet in the, you know, in the mix, in the water. But we don't it is a brainer game, but it's not specifically brainer. Like you can't upgrade your brainer, you can't do anything like that. So maybe this could be a collection. The baby brainers can be a way for you to be able to upgrade your brainer in a way or something like that, or create your own brainer. And then the test tubes would be like, depending on which tier you're at, you know, that could whatever. But that's kind of my idea, and that's kind of the idea just came to my head. So um we have so much coming out, and all of these roadmaps will be, you know, worked around or reworked, changed a little bit to kind of fit what we're doing kind of every day. So we're in Delta 2.0. We have the community wallet. We have the voting system. This is the first podcast AMA with me as the founder. We did have one with the previous founders, but that was just one. So we did kind of start that, but we have officially started with that. Um, Influencers, we will get to that. And then other projects, we will be starting that by, I would say, in the next week. Um, and then our goal is to be above our mint price. Now, I ask all of you brainers, everybody, that, you know, I can't do it alone. I'm gonna, right now, I need every single body in general, even if it means putting one letter, one letter in the general. I want it to say several people typing to where I have to put a cooldown. I can't put a cooldown. There's nothing to cool down. But I know how strong this community is. I know how fun this community is. And if there's anything that I can do to make it more fun, or, you know, add some things, you know, let me know, because I want to do that. I want to create more activity in our server. That's kind of my main focus right now, is creating the activity, because we could bring out all of this stuff, you know, we could bring out this, you know, we brought out the community wallet, we brought out the voting system, but without activity, not a lot of people are going to really, like, they're not going to be like, oh, that's cool, you know, it's not going to really, you know, can't find the word. It's not going to, it's not gonna resonate. Bam, it's not gonna resonate. So I'm gonna need the whole community involved in getting activity, so then when we do start, you know, coming out with more stuff, like the merchandise start, we can have people, you know, excited, hyped, you know, that's all about this. That's what it's about in this game. It's hype, community, and money. It's money too. So if anyone has any questions, I think I basically talked about most of what I was going to talk about with the roadmap. I think I have some other things to talk about, but if there's any questions about the roadmap, please let me know.
I don't think I have any questions.
You don't have any questions, Ayana?
Not today.
Do you have any questions for Algo?
Not nice ones.
Oh.
Hey, let's calm it down. Let's calm it down.
How does that make you feel?
Ooh. Wow. Shots fired, shots fired. Okay.
That's a whole 100 shots fired, bro.
Sets a day. Okay. And then I have like, okay, so also a weekly AMAs, we're going to have that. I'm sorry that this AMA took a little longer to get out. I really wanted Hash and Lazo to be here, but of course, Mr. Mash is always busy. And also, I got to say, let's say Mr. Mash again. Hash is, like I mentioned earlier, he is starting his IDO, which means he needs a full community. And as community, you know, as he's been a really awesome community member, and, you know, like, just awesome person in general. We're going to help him build his community, and I will give you this. I'll give you this little bit of information. He will be giving airdrops of his coin to GBC members.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yay.
That's what I'm talking about, boys.
But we are all going to be rich. Just going to say that. Not financial advice. Do your own research. Anyways, I don't think I have anything else. I literally brought up everything. I brought up everything in between me talking about the roadmap, so oh, staff has a new competition. All mods have a brainer of the month competition where they can earn up to 4,200 XP, priority speaker in all voice chats, a $20 gift card, depending on wherever you want to go. I'll buy it wherever you want. What else was there? Oh, bragging rights. That's another one. So, just want to let everyone know this because I know the mods are gonna watch this. So, okay.
You know, milk.
Just want to let you all know you guys are sexy. I love you. I'm really happy to be your founder. I was really nervous to do this just because crippling anxiety. So, yeah, that's really it. I don't have to keep you anymore unless you guys want to talk to me. That's fine. Like Aeon is probably gonna talk to me.
Yeah,
Doug.
me too. Of course,
Not me, like, oh man. I thought I wasn't. I thought I wasn't recording the whole time.
That would suck.
Bro, I looked down and I was like, wait. Now we good.
You were like,
I thought I wasn't recording.
Done.
Okay, so this is gonna be my little outro. To all brainers, all new brainers, or anyone who wants to become a brainer, we have the best community. We have the best utility. We are the brains of the metaverse, and we are here to stay. And we are, I mean, hence the name. We pride ourselves in knowledge. So, what are you sitting around not buying a brainer for? Go fucking buy a brainer.
Buy like,
Go!
like 30.
Go! Gas is lowering finally. Go buy a I'm done.
How much is it?
Go
How much is gas?
You shouldn't even care about how much gas is. Brainers, there's
gas
no cost.
Is a bitch, bro.
There's no cost to a brainer. Oh shit.
Except if it's
No,
like $200.
no, there's nothing. Okay. All right. Buy a brainer. Buy a brainer.
Great brains, oh great brains, oh great brains. Self-improvement is a part of our great community. So become a member with a Great Brain NFT. Great Brain.